Hey besties, welcome back to our channel. So today we are gonna talk about the problem with self-love concept in the pop industry. I can rant about it for hours, but for the sake of this video I am gonna try to keep this as short and simple as possible. Now there is nothing wrong with the self-love concept itself, but the problem arises when they go around singing and preaching about loving themselves while trying to fit into the unrealistic beauty standards. Loving yourself is a really beautiful and pure feeling, but the fact that companies are profiting of your and my insecurities is what makes me mad and furious. Now there are these very unrealistic and unattainable expectations and beauty standards for both women and men, or for just like humans in general, and irrespective of where you live, you just can't escape the continuous craving for a perfect face and body. In Western countries curves are really appreciated, but in Asian countries they are still looked down upon. But at the same time, in Western countries people have this constant insecurity of being way too flat, whereas in Asian countries people starve for being skinny. In short, every country and place have their own toxic beauty standards. The Korean beauty standards prioritize a slim figure, small face, V-shaped jaw, pale skin, straight eyebrows, flawless skin, and larger eyes and blah blah bullshit, and we all have seen to which extent idols and Koreans go through just to achieve the quote-unquote perfect look. Idols go on these extreme diets where they starve themselves from 5 to 10 days or like even more and eat nothing but the hay they get, and yeah, that's how some of them achieve their lol perfect body. They get many plastic surgeries to get their dream face, which is also wrong in a way, but that's for another video. After all this bullshit, it really feels unauthentic and fake to tell your fans to love themselves despite their imperfections when you work in an industry that is based around perfection. It's like Elon Musk telling you that money is not important. They don't mean it, and it's all just a marketing strategy to attract younger and a larger audience, because love yourself is in trend these days. Most idols go through these insane diets and it's not even a secret anymore. It's easier said than done. It's easy to say love yourself and blah blah, but it's not easy to love yourself. For example, let's take AHHHH's concept. Firstly, I am not talking about the girls themselves. The chances are that they didn't even choose the concept themselves and it's not their fault, but more of the company, so don't misinterpret me. Their concept is funny to me, like I take their concept and idea behind the songs with a grain of salt. Their music does not reflect the actual reality of the loving yourself journey. It's not that pretty and beautiful. It takes 100 mental breakdowns and crying sessions to achieve it, and you can never fully achieve it at the end of the day. It's really sad when young kids look up to them as their role models and wanna look like them and do just the most extreme shit to achieve that skinny body, and it's just not about itsy but like the whole pop industry, excluding some artists. They have messed up the whole idea of love yourself, but they never cared in the first place. It's just a marketing strategy to profit of your feelings and insecurities, or otherwise plastic surgery would have never been a thing. They unintentionally or intentionally want you to go crazy and crave the perfect look. And the main reason for all this fake positivity is the company and the fans. I mean, it's pretty obvious that the company wants to earn as much as they can from the idols' looks and want their trainees to be as quote-unquote beautiful and attractive as possible, so that they can easily catch attention. And talking about fans, I don't know why no one talks about how much of a part fans play in the whole judging idols thing. Like, tell me you have never ever met a pop stan who is fat or skinny shaming an idol. The reality is you can't. The so-called fans judge these artists to such a limit that I am sure it becomes suffocating in their own body, from the way their ears look to the way their eyes look while smiling. They shame everything possible, and most of them judge artists by their face and not their actual talent. And even if some artist actually talks and makes music about self-love, it still isn't talking about self-love. It's more like I am not like everyone else, and not in a good way, but more like in a pick-me sort. Like I want to hear the actual journey and things one faces in the journey of loving oneself. It's not all rainbows and sunshine, and it's not like one day you wake up and you are like, you know what, I'll love myself. You go queen. It's a really long and slow process. For example, I can never take AHHHH's concept seriously, whether the girls have wrote the lyrics or not. Their concept is so not realistic and the lyrics are just fake. But as I said earlier, the companies don't really mean it anyway, and they just wanna attract more sales and attention. Pop has made people either really self-conscious and insecure or confident, But you just can't ignore the fact that the amount of people who have got insecure are much more than who have gotten confident, and it just sucks. And if someone says, well, it's not the idol or the company's responsibility to make you confident and it's not like they forced you to be insecure, well, sorry to break this to you, but if you have a platform, you are gonna influence people whether you want it or not. If you don't wanna influence someone, don't have a platform in the first place. The constant idea of trying to have a perfect body and face has gotten into the minds of fans, so you better not tell me that. And bestie, your whole genre revolves around loving yourself, so stfu. The problem is love yourself is only a concept in the pop industry. Companies and fans really be like, love yourself and you are perfect the way you are, you just need to have these 10 things. In short, all I wanna say is that self-love concept is unhealthy in the wake pop companies present just for the sake of attention and fame. Self-love concept is more than I am not like a